Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about why I choose to stay away from high luxury, expensive fashion items. I really hope you do not take this video in offense, or if you take this video the wrong way, it's not meant to be the wrong way. I'm just giving my personal opinion. It might be a little biased, but I do want to put this out there because I have been getting a lot of questions on why I do not wear name brand items. So this is my story on why I do not. So the main reason why I choose to stay away from luxury fashion items, the first reason is because I do not want to be a copycat of everybody else in the world. I am proud to say that I am a minimalist, I am vegan. I am proud to say that I know myself more than anybody knows me, and not everyone can say that about themselves. When it comes to high fashion luxury brands such as Gucci and Prada and all of those brands we all know of, we all know them because of celebrities and stuff, but I choose not to wear them, even if they are all vegan friendly, even if they are all by designers that have a passion for it, and that's fine. If the designers have a passion, I'm not trying to take anybody's credibility away, but I do want to say that I don't want to be a copycat version of everybody else. And when you see everyone wearing the same thing when you walk outside, or if you go to the mall and everyone's wearing the Michael Kors purses, I know in my area, if you walk outside and you go to Walmart or Target or any store near my area, you will see at least probably 65% of the women having the same exact bag. We are influenced by each other, and I'm not taking that away, but I rather go a different route. The second reason why I stay away from luxury brands is, let's face it, some of the fashion items nowadays are just downright ugly. They put these crazy colors together, these crazy themes, and I don't know, they're just not me. I'm not a colorful person. I like very neutral. I have a neutral palette, and most of the things that designers do, or I see a lot of people wearing the Gucci, where it's a bunch of flowers on a t-shirt and a bunch of different colors, or even the big chunky sneakers, which reminds me of Spice Girls a lot. I don't know if they got that style from back in the day, if they're if they're trying to bring it back, but it definitely reminds me of the Spice Girls. The thing with the luxury fashion items is that when it comes to certain brands, I'm not gonna say all of them, but the colors, the color schemes, the patterns, everything that they choose is just not my taste. And it's just something that I could never ever see me rocking or wearing, or whatever you guys, how you want to say it. I could never see me wear it, and I don't know, I feel like I will be lying to myself if I do wear those items. The third reason why I do not wear or buy luxury items or fashion items is that I do not care to impress anybody. This is gonna be a little bit of, I don't wanna say the word on camera, but because I wanna make this a friendly channel, you guys know the B word, but I want to say that I don't mean to come off like that, but when it comes to high luxury brands, most of us wear them to fit into society. And let's face it, if you go to high school or any kind of high school, or if you go to middle school even, if you're wearing, I know back in the day, if you were wearing Rockaware or Fat Fam or Baby Fat or whatever it was back in the day, you were considered cool. You were considered popular. If you were not wearing those items. In my class back in middle school, if you were wearing Gap, that means you were poor. If you were wearing Rockaware, that means you could sit with the cool kids. And it was just so ridiculous that all of us used to judge each one another on what we wore. And of course, I fell into that trap. I bought the Rockaware, I bought the Fat Farm, all that stuff. And I think we all get influenced by each other. I think we all want to fit in because no one ever wants to be left out, and that's perfectly normal. But For me, being 28 years old and have a clear mentality of what I want in life and a clear road to where I want to go in life, I'm not trying to impress anybody along the way. The only person I am trying to impress is myself. I am trying to stay well dedicated to what I believe in for myself. So when it comes to luxury fashion items, I will not give a dime to that. I'd rather put my money towards something a little bit more efficient, maybe some animal funds, like whether it is to save animals, whether it is to help the homeless, things like that, instead of spending $500 to $600 on a purse or shoes or anything like that. So impressing others, it's just not worth it at the end of the day. Speaking of not worth it, let's talk about the price tag and let's break it down. This is another reason why I'm not a fan of it. So for me, to put an example for you guys, if you have one gray t-shirt and it's just a gray t-shirt, it's made with 100% cotton and it's around $15, that's fine. It has no logo on it, nothing on it. If you have that same gray t-shirt, but the tag says Gucci, that $15 t-shirt automatically turned to probably, what, $500? Just because the tag says Gucci. And even if it doesn't have a logo on the shirt, if the tag says it, it's gonna bump up the price because people think it's better. Even though they're both made from the same material and they're probably made in the same warehouse. Those two items are just, it's just crazy how to think that most people will be drawn to the one that has the Gucci tag because they think that it's going to be a little bit more noticeable to others than the one that just is plain and regular. The price tag to these items is absolutely ridiculous, and it's just something that I think all of us need to really take a step back and realize what we are spending our money on and what we can do to spend our money on something a little bit more reasonable than fashion items. And not to mention what happens with fashion items when they go out of style, they end up in the landfill, and our landfill is a disaster right now, if you guys do not know. It's just pretty bad when it comes to our environment, especially with clothing items. Things don't stay in style forever. It doesn't matter if you bought them from Louis Vuitton or if you bought them from whatever the other stores are. You eventually realize, all right, nobody's wearing this anymore, I'm not gonna wear it either. So then you throw it into the landfill, or maybe you try to resell it and you do not get your money back. You don't get the whole refund back. And the last reason why I choose not to purchase any luxury fashion items is because it has the wrong conception of what life is really about. For me, life is about making the best out of it, and life is not about material things. Even though we are surrounded by them 24/7, I feel like there's a bigger purpose in life. We are all here for different reasons, whether it is to make a change in the world, whether it is to become the first woman president of the United States, whatever it is, we all have a mission. And I just feel like the fashion industry kind of mixes that conception where they think that if you're cool, your life is gonna be great. They think that if you wear the right clothes, you're gonna have an awesome day. It's not about that. It's not about what you wear, it's about what you do. So I wanna definitely put that out there. Again, I know I'm gonna hear in the comment section, Kira, you just don't like fashion items, luxury fashion items because you can't afford them. You're right, I really can't afford them. But another part, you're wrong, because I really could care less on purchasing something that has no meaning. It has no meaning. If someone spends $900 to even like $1,000 on a purse, that money could go towards paying your mortgage. That money could go towards helping a family in need. You know, just rethink it. I'm not putting the fashion industry down. I'm not putting the models down. I think the fashion industry is very creative, but as us consumers, we really need to take a step back and realize what reality is. So that is just my intake on high fashion brands, and I wanted to make this video because I've been getting a lot of messages through my Instagram saying, Kira, you never wear any like logos or anything like that. What do you wear? Usually I do go to the thrift store. I just wear whatever I like. That's what my fashion is, whatever I like. I don't care what anybody else is wearing. I love cardigans. I love neutral colors. If it's something that I like, then I will purchase it. And also, not just will purchase it right away. I have to rethink that purchase to see if I really need it, to see if it's in my budget. So I do all of that first. Because I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to buy something and then it sits in my closet and then I could have spent that money on a bill or spend that money on something else a little bit more reasonable than something that you wear. Again, I hope you didn't take this video in offense. No offense to anyone that wears these brands. I'm just stating my opinion on them because a lot of people have asked. So yes, I choose not to wear fashion items for all of those reasons that I said, and I haven't worn anything like that. Obviously I did have replicas back in the day because I wanted to fit in. I haven't worn any fashion logo brands in about 6 years, and I am not going back to that. I love the life that I live. I love the way I think of life now ever since I became vegan and a minimalist. I have a different conception of what life is about, and I'm damn proud of it. So anyways, you guys, on that note, I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.